Good evening and welcome. What the CBI has done today is not a solution at all for 5 reasons. 1, it makes no sense to assume that a paper leak can be geographically restricted in an age of digital media. Maybe our government thinks in the 18th century. Secondly, the leak was reported more than 8 hours before the exam, and we are told foolishly today that the email reporting the leak was opened by the official 65 minutes before the exam, and hence nothing could be done about it. Well, why was it open so late? That's the most ridiculous thing I've heard. Number 3, not a single head has rolled, and the CBSE chief has been totally protected, not allowed to answer even a single question at the official press conference. So there is official protection for the head of a tainted and corrupt education body, which means there is no accountability. Number 4, over 1 million students will suffer to take an exam again in a month. That is absolutely agonizing. But 5th, and most importantly, think about it logically. If 20 students cheated, that's 0.0016% of the students who took the test. Why do you punish 100% then? So there is no logic. What we've seen is an open attempt at trying to buy time, but the students are too smart, they've seen through it, and that's what we are debating today. Opening up for phone calls as well on the second consecutive evening of a students versus politicians debate on the CBSE sham. That's debate number 1. Debate number 2, at 10 o'clock today, there's a social media battle with the editor of a right-wing media outlet being arrested. There's a battle of the social media lobbies with equal representation of both. That's debate number 2 at 10 o'clock. And here are the headlines this Friday evening on the debate tonight. Retest for Class 12 economics students. No decision on Class 10. CBSE out with a sham solution. Re-examination decision angers students, but the government brazens it out.
Again, going to the fixation of responsibility of what went wrong. I agree with you, something has gone wrong.
Absurd and shocking. HRD ministry not ready to fix responsibility for the CBSE paper leak.
For the students today, because yesterday also you spoke for the students. Today was you announced.
Not a single answer by the protected CBSE chief. Secretary in the HRD ministry shields her from Republic TV. Digital portal owner arrested for fake news. War breaks out on the social media. And the arrest triggers a battle between the Kong and Aptards on the one side and the right wing on the other. Explosive debate coming up at 10 p.m. And from being defensive to showing open defiance, the news conference held by the CBSE can, at the best today, be described as a big sham. Retest for Class 12, no decision on Class 10. The reasons given lacked absolute logic. There was no attempt to fix responsibility. Officials were being protected. Not a single head has rolled. Such a letdown for millions of students who've been fighting for their future. Why did this happen? Why does the government feel confident that it's going to get away with this? Let's debate.
On the debate tonight, is the retest decision a solution at all? The anger spilling onto the streets on Friday.
They are completely asking for them to step down, and definitely this is a kind of an outrage that has hit the protesters.
And just when you hoped for a solution,
The date for the examination has been fixed as 25th of March. Sorry, 25th of April, I stand corrected, 25th of April. As far as Class 10 examinations are concerned, a re-examination has to happen. It will happen only in the state of Delhi and Haryana.
one shocker after another, as CBSE lost logic.
For the rest of the states, no re-examination will happen.
From questioning the concerns of students,
It is not a question of kab jankari hui. You are again going to the fixation of responsibility of what went wrong. I agree with you, something has gone wrong. It is being examined.
to shielding the CBSE boss.
The CBSE chairperson is not speaking, so why are you not letting her speak?
No.
We want to know from
You are
her
asking
who
CBSE.
does she think
You
is
are asking
responsible for
CBSE.
this leak,
You are
sir?
asking CBSE.
And why is there no moral accountability? accountability here,
It's
sir.
not
When
question.
children today are out on the streets,
I have told
sir,
you.
children belong to classrooms, not on the
Absolutely.
street.
That is why this press conference. But that is why just to indicate the date on which these examinations will head.
Again and again.
People are in a
There's
shock
no
of panic.
answer right
They are
now.
panicking.
Do not panic. See, we
They're out of school.
not panic. Please tell the students not to panic.
A complete CBSE sham. Are the decisions taken any solution at all? Let's debate.
And it's a students versus politicians panel for a second day. Let's see which side wins this debate. And that's how we'll place the screen as well. Students on the one side, politicians on the other. And I am with the students. I've always been biased for the correct side. I am with the students. I'm against the politicians. I'm against the government on this one. I'm against the BJP on this one. They've messed up with the students. They're carrying out the sham. I don't know what the students will think, but I'm completely against the politicians on this one. Now, some guerrilla logic being used out here. You think the students don't understand? Rajiv Pandey? Some guerrilla logic that you want to fool the students? And Lata Vaidyanathan welcome Rajiv Rai of the Samajwadi Party. Rajiv Pandey leans to the BJP. Zafar Islam of the BJP. Anila Singh of the BJP. 3 from the BJP, 1 Samajwadi Party. And Lata Vaidyanathan is director of the Teddy Prakriti School, former principal of Modern School. And the students, Aryaman Kakkar, class 12 CBSE, Asthartha Das, class 10 South Point, Kolkata, Ojasvi Chando, class 10 St. Thomas School, Delhi, Maisha Islam, class 10 Sachdeva Global School, Delhi, Artika Bhayana, class 12 JD Titler School, Delhi, and Raghav Puri, class 10, Delhi. Thank you very much, both sides of the debate. First of all, you know what, Rajiv, just apologize to the students for 3 reasons. 1, for running the most corrupt education board in the country that has let students down. Second reason for apology is for being so brazen about it so as to think you'll get away without even an apology for it. Thirdly, apologize Zafar Islam and Rajiv Pandey and Anila Singh. Zafar Islam, you can also apologize for abandoning students when they needed you the most, for trying to divide students between students of the NCR and students from outside and not understanding that what you've done today is no solution at all. And worst of all, Anila Singh also apologized today for trying to fool students by trying to buy time. Your classic political logic. You're in the middle of a crisis, अच्छे थोड़े delay कर दो, थोड़ा postpone कर दो, गुस्सा ठंडा हो जाए, फिर हम handle करेंगे. Students are not here to be handled, Anila Singh. There are so many reasons Rajiv Pandey you should apologize. Zafar Islam, begin with one big apology to the students, not for what has happened, but for your cover-up. And then students feel free to come in to take them on as you wish. Go ahead. And if you raise your hands, students, it'll be better. Then I'll know who to come to. Yes, please open the debate. Zafar Islam, go ahead. Floor is yours.
Arnab,
Yes.
Arnab,
Yes.
let me respond to that.
Yes.
Let me respond to that. First of all, you may have spoken to students. You may have spoken to students. Yesterday, I have been on many channels, and people were on your channel as well. I have heard all the students. I have interacted with many students, maybe more than you have spoken. Yesterday, I am taking in Delhi. I have spoken many students. The concern expressed the students and their parents. The concern, most of them, I am saying most of them express one thing, that they need clarity when the exam will be conducted, whether the exam will be conducted. All they needed is a clarity. So there are 2 priorities for the government.
What
yesterday,
clarity? How are you to decide that?
Have been
How are you to decide clarity? How are you to decide clarity? And how can you say you've interacted with more students? I have thousands of students writing into Republic, interacted with more than you. Who are you to say you've given them clarity? You've not given them a single apology and zero direction to the honest students. The Secretary of Education, Anil Sarup, sat there after 6 p.m. and he was only firefighting. And I will say today, and I will say for the rest of the time, that nothing can silence these students, let alone the honest students of the country. So please understand, don't give me that abandoned logic. Don't you assume that you've spoken to more students than I have.
To set the priorities based on the feedback from the parents and the students.
Really?
And the students and parents have expressed concern, then how and when the exam will be conducted, and that is something which the government had
Louder, please, I
prioritized
can't
based
hear.
on the feedback from the student and the parent.
Well, I'll give you some feedback
the
right now
culprit.
then.
Who is the culprit is something which the government has to
Right, I'll give you the
find out
feedback right now
and
then.
give exemplary punishment.
I will give you
These
the
two are
feedback
the
right now
priorities of the
then.
government, and that is
I will,
that's
I
something
will,
which
you,
has
since
been
you
explained today
consider
in the
me,
press conference.
since you consider me biased, prejudiced and anti-government, since you have labeled me, let me tell you, this is not about being anti-government or pro-government. You'll have enough sycophantic journalists saying, wow, wonderful, Modi government has done a good
I'm
thing.
not saying,
Don't you expect that here on Republic? No, let me tell you, I am pro-students and I wish to go into the simple issue. I place the students against you. I don't think a solution when you give class 12 students, you put the class 12 students to another month of agony because of your system failure is no solution at all. Asthartha Das from Kolkata taking you on, Zafar Islam of the BJP. Go on, Asthartha. Is this a solution?
Okay, so let's get calm. And I have a question to Mr. Zafar Islam from all the 28 lakh students who are being cheated, whose future is being jeopardized. Sir, do you suppose us to be guinea pigs? Does your government suppose us to be guinea pigs? That you will decide what the priority is, you will decide what we have to do, then you will decide what we do not have to do. And you will decide who is the majority. You decide the class 10 students are the majority. You decide to keep the site safe. You think the movement will subside if you keep them safe, and you decide to play with the lives of the class 12 students. Remember, sir, this movement is a united movement. We are fighting for the injustice done to the potential resource of the country. We do not have any other demand. We just demand cancellation of the retest and a complete new system
Yes,
that
go
is
on.
foolproof. That is guaranteed to be foolproof.
Answer that, Raghav. 1 second. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Do you
Raghav Puri has
suppose
hand
us
raised
to
up.
be guinea pigs, sir?
Please.
Yeah. No, you will hear from more students today. Zafar Islam,
just respond
since
to
you
this,
assumed
please?
at the start, let me tell you one thing. It's
Absolutely,
citizen.
they are willing to-
Zafar,
more than you are willing to-
have a heart, Zafar. Have a heart, Zafar. Have a heart, Zafar. Artika Bhayana from JD Titler School in Delhi has a question for you. Go on, Artika.
Like you have, no, let me respond to.
No, you hear from the students today. Artika.
The question, let me respond to that.
Sir, we don't want any apologize or anything. We just want the accountable solution for all the chaos has been occurred. Sir, we want the cancellation of the retest. If we will appear for the retest, then we are ready to fear the retest for all the subjects. Then why only economics? Why not the subjects, other subjects? Accountancy paper was also leaked. Mathematics paper was also leaked. Are you answerable to that also? You should also reconduct those exams also, na? Why we will appear for economics only?
No. Think about
Sir,
it.
this is not the correct. You should be accountable for those subjects.
Absolutely. No, absolutely. One sec. Zafar, wait. Let's get Rajiv in. Let's get Rajiv in. You see, the students ask you straight and simple questions out here. Before you come in, Rajiv, Raghav Puri is from class 10. And this re-examination does not help him. They are preparing for competitions as well. Raghav Puri from class 10 in Delhi. Go ahead, Raghav. Put your question to Rajiv Pandey of the BJP.
Sir, firstly, I want to tell you this, that what you think of students is wrong. Students don't just strive to excel in studies. They have to do other things as well. So I think you failed to take that into account. Secondly, I think the answer that you provided was so ambiguous, and you did not have the sensitivity to understand that after a year of toiling, the students, when finally their exams get over, they have certain expectations. You failed to meet them, and you did not take into account the negligence and the sensitivity issue that you have not raised clearly. And I want to tell you, the statements made by the CBSE chairperson and the HRD minister as well, they were so ambiguous. They were just telling us that the CBSE exam would be held soon. So do you think that is something what a student like me wants to hear?
And Raghav, by the way,
after all his ambitions,
and Raghav, by the way,
have been crushed.
By the way, viewers, Raghav Puri has a specific story. Raghav was going to represent the country, his school and his institution at NASA, right? And Raghav, you can just tell us briefly about what you missed out on.
Yeah.
Tell Rajiv Pandey that. Go on.
So, Yeah, so sir, see, you talk so much about youth empowerment and our youth doing well. Well, you can just infer from this example that someone who has board exams can take out enough time and can organize his life enough to participate in such things as well. It was not just me, it was 4 other students. Our team was selected among the top 5 finalists globally, and yesterday when this announcement came, there was a big scare among us, and we were just so horrified that because of a few students not abiding by the law and indulging in malpractices, we would have to suffer for some, and it was like all of our hard work over a year just it was going down the drain.
Raghav, that's what I said. That's what I said at the start, and you need to understand, you are only buying time. What is your interest? What is your interest, Rajiv Pandey? Your interest is to make sure that the crisis is over for the moment. No, you are doing perception and anger management. That is not a solution for the students. Somebody can't go to NASA, somebody can't take an examination, somebody has to change their own plans. What is the answer that you're giving them? Why are you behaving in a stereotypical manner? Now listen to me, Rajiv Pandey. You are either fibbing or lying, and tell us whether you are lying or not. And I opened this debate up yesterday. Ojaswi Chando came and brilliantly put her point. I say today, Ojaswi, the government is either fibbing or lying about the geographical location logic, or you are surreptitiously saying you will risk the caste test to the students. Which way is it? Which way is it, Rajiv? Your whole game has been seen through.
Arnab,
do you understand?
As far as the 12th exam
you
is
don't make sense to me.
The whole country,
if there is a leak, the leak can go from Delhi to Antarctica simultaneously. There can be no leak which is geographically limited. Why are you lying? Why are you lying to the students? Speak the truth.
You understand, Arnab. Government, CBSE is taking decision. You see, as far as the 12th exam is concerned, government, CBSE has taken a decision that on 25th April we will retest. Now, you know, there are 2 arguments on that. One argument is that there should be no retest. Other argument is that if there is no retest, then the people who have got the exam paper, they have got benefits out of that. So just
what are you talking about? Do you know the world in which the students live? Do you know the world in which the students live? Ojaswi will respond to you. My question to you, Ojaswi, you can take this on. But how is it a solution when the examination date for the class 12 students is all the way in end April? You are messing around with the lives of the students. What do you want the class 12 students to do? What do you want them to do? Do you want class 12 students to be stuck in CBSE mode till May? Who will take the examinations? Joint entrance examination 8th April, 16th April. What do you want the students who are preparing for joint entrance examinations, which may be his dream examination, to clear? You want them to compromise these dreams because you are corrupt? Because you are motivated? Because you are biased? NET, NEET. 1 minute, do you even know? I don't understand your logic. Don't repeat my name.
Who is responsible?
It is a farce.
That can be only
you are putting out a farce.
Arnab, no. I am saying who is corrupt.
I am, of course your system is corrupt. Your system is corrupt. You want me to know who's corrupt? Ask the students. Ojaswi.
No,
sir, before I begin, I need you to listen to me for 20 seconds without any interruptions. Please. Sir, please. Sir, please. We students do not need your sympathies or your diplomatic, vague answers. We need actions to be taken against the CBSE. It is about 2 million people. It is about the lives of the students. The people at the top, the CBSE chairperson did not speak a single word in the press conference which was held earlier. They think that once they've reached the position at the top, they cannot be removed no matter what they do, which is not right, which is not fair to students. We need, before anything, we need the government to be held accountable.
Anila Singh, why are you protecting the CBSE chief?
We need them to acknowledge the fact that they have done wrong to us.
Why are you protecting the CBSE chief? You know how ugly that looks? You know how ugly it looks?
I completely agree with that.
No, why? I don't need your agreement.
And after investigation, these people...
What investigation?
Should be
what investigation?
If CBFC, without it...
Sir.
What investigation?
You know, Arnab...
what investigation precede investigation with accountability, Rajiv Rai? 1 second. One second. Precede investigation with accountability. I see a hand up. 1 second. I see a hand up there. That's Aryaman Kakkar, Class 12, Learning Path School, Chandikar. Go on. Aryaman, go ahead. You can speak directly to the BJP spokespersons.
Sir, firstly, I must like to say that since you're fond of giving statements, I would like to give one myself. Your HRD minister keeps laughing at us while giving his conferences and tells us to look for innovative solutions. And if I talk about Mr. Anil Swarup, his statements are more ironical because in his statement he mentioned he will give priority to the children, and on the other hand he doesn't even listen to us. So I think the humor which you guys are showing, you should join a comedy show that will probably give you better entertainment. Okay, apologies if you're hurt, but my question remains simple. When you state that re-examination is supposed to take place, why can't CBSE just simply understand that the innocent are being suffered in this, and it's another opportunity for the cheaters to pass their exams by doing this? And moreover, why can't CBSE understand one simple thing, that papers are leaked only from their particular board? Why? How?
That makes no sense. Maisha Islam is on the debate. Zafar, listen here. The Secretary of Education, Anil Swarup, the way he was behaving at the press conference is unforgivable. You can't have a press conference and say, why should the CBSE chief answer a single question? What was that going on? How do you think you'll get away with it? And Anil Swarup, by the way, Maisha, it's your turn next. Anil Swarup revealed that the leak was discovered 65 minutes before the examination. While it was reported, the email was sent out at 1:30 in the morning. I don't know what kind of vigilance system you have. You're basically saying that the paper leak happened because we came to office late. Do you believe that? Do you know how that sounds? You are saying more than 2.8 million students had to go through a paper leak because some babu came to office late. And nobody will be punished. Zafar, what are you doing? What is important? Your chair? Your chair is important.
Can I just respond to your...
How insensitive have you become?
Can I just respond to your...
How insensitive have you become now?
Allow me to respond. Sir? I don't want to, I don't want you to sensationalize it. Understand the concern. We understand we are a sensitive government. We understand the sensitivity. We understand the concern, the pain and agony the students and the parents are going through. And we definitely share all the sentiments and the emotion have been expressed by the students and their parents. But no, listen.
And you dare to say that after all this, in front of the students in a live program.
You are not to understand what we go through. What steps have been taken to ensure it does not happen again. And we need proof.
I want to respond to you. You don't behave like
Arnab. 10th are hanging on the loop, sir.
You listen to Arnab Goswami and respond.
They will behave the way they want.
You understand the gravity of the situation.
Don't patronize the students. Don't patronize the students. Don't patronize them. They are asking you piercing questions.
To believe this?
Sir, Mr. Swarup,
sir, are you expecting me to believe that a student who could find the paper?
No. Zafar. 1 minute. Can I please, Ojaswi, 1 minute. You said here, don't speak like Arnab, etc. You made these patronizing statements. They are behaving like they will want to be. They are independent citizens, right? Most of them are going to be first-time voters. It is you who ought to be a little more responsive to them. One, don't undermine them because of their age. C, don't expect them to be servile to you. That does not happen anymore. They are the ones who are aggrieved and they will ask questions in exactly the way they want.
I want to respond.
That is their right, Zafar.
Allow me to respond.
Sir, I take it as a compliment. I take it as a compliment that I'm able to speak like Arnab. I take it as a compliment. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot.
It is a compliment, but right now,
I take it as a compliment.
It is a compliment. Student, it is a compliment. It is not derogatory. It is a compliment. I complimented you. But in the same breath, I requested you that you please allow me to respond to question you have posed to me.
Sir,
I am complimenting you.
Sir, after all this,
why didn't you sack the CBSE chief?
Listen to what we have to say.
Don't understand
Sir, I
that
just
we
need
are.
to ask you one
so
question.
you are posing a question, and I'm happy to respond to that.
Maisha
I'm
Islam.
happy to respond
Then
to
listen
that
to
as well.
Maisha Islam's question. Maisha Islam
Arnab,
from class 12, Sachdeva Global School in Delhi, will ask a question freely in the way she wishes. Maisha, go on.
Sir, class. Yes, I'm from class 10, sir.
Class 10, yeah. Sorry.
And sir, I just want to ask you one question. Do you call this a solution? What the CBSE chief told today, do you call this a solution at all? We are like held aloof. There are two solutions to the problem. Either you hold a retest or not. And I see no reason why you should not hold a retest. We all know that the paper has been widely circulated. Not in Delhi and Haryana, but I believe almost all through the country. In this digital world, how can you expect that the paper would only be leaked in Delhi and Haryana? If I have some of my relatives living in the south, if I get the question paper, why would not I forward it to them as well? And second, I want the CBSE to reconduct this examination. When I reached the center, almost all the people around me were saying that the paper has been leaked. They have copies of the paper, and the students who failed the whole year were expecting a 75 plus out of 80 in the finals. So I'm just asking, is my hard work all waste? I worked hard the whole year to score an 80 in the board exams, and the students who got the question paper just the night before are expecting a 75 plus.
Not at all justified, sir. It's not at all.
Your statements,
It is unfortunate.
your statements are not
Honestly, it is
justified.
unfortunate.
And whatever you
Unfortunate
say-
is not a word that is acceptable anymore. You're repeating a million times tonight. No, I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. You have accused me of sensationalizing the issue, and I am asking the students today. I am asking the students today. I will not take this lying down. You have accused me and Republic TV of sensationalizing the issue. If 1 second, Zafar Islam, 1 second, Zafar Islam, you are the ones who are dismissive about fixing accountability. You are the ones who are dismissive about fixing accountability. The fact is that while the government is adamant on conducting a retest, you answer me, you are adamant on conducting a retest, you are dismissive on fixing accountability on the top bosses who are responsible for the retest. When Republic TV's Deepti Sachdeva, asked why the CBSE chief should be sacked, the education secretary attacked Deepti Sachdeva in a press conference, refusing to sack her, saying it was unfair. How do you decide? Is it fair that millions of students have no fault of their own? And do you realize how unselfish the students are? Did you hear Maisha Islam out there? She says, I am willing to take the examination. It is not the selfish interest which is motivating students. Let me tell you, Asthartha Das, class 10, Kolkata, is not directly affected by this. She should be celebrating, saying, I don't have to take the examination. She is not. She is united with other students across the country. She is united with the students in NCR. And you tell me one thing, I put this to the students. Students, the BJP spokesperson says I am sensationalizing the issue. I am asking you, am I sensationalizing the issue? Is this being played up too much? That the media becomes your target.
This is not to be taken lightly.
You're helping
No.
us.
This is the future of
not at all, sir. Not at all.
million
After
people,
all,
of students, the future leaders
Not
of
at
India.
all. We have been able to read.
Not at all, sir. Sir, it is the sheer disregard for the feelings of the students that is sensationalizing this
Anila
issue.
Singh.
It's not you.
Pose question
no one else
and
has
completely
been.
get misled, but
And
without
we express our heartiest
some guidance from me.
gratitude to Republic
You have
TV.
been posing question without having even.
Sir, I'm sorry.
Without even
I
you have
cannot
even not even heard
understand
me.
Okay.
any logic.
Okay. Raghav has a question. Anila Singh.
3-4 questions have been posed by the students and Arnab.
Yeah, that's all right. Then accept the questions. Don't think you're going to get away with it. Anila Singh. Anila Singh, why is the CBSE chief not been sacked? What do you get by protecting her?
Yes. No, we are not protecting, and as the CBSE chief, she has to face the heat, and she is answerable on many grounds, and our government is very serious on it. because since she is heading this organization, definitely she has many questions to answer to start with. And Arnab, I'm in a very unique situation. I'm representing Bharatiya Janata Party on your panel, but at the same time, I am parent of two class 12th board writing students as well. Two children of mine, they are writing boards, and both of them, they have to rewrite the economics paper. So I can very well understand the frustration, anguish, and the plight of parents as well as students. And whatever the frustration which I am observing in today's date on your panel, otherwise also like children are on the please let me complete. But I simply want to request
please give me a minute.
And the parents both, please calm down. We have a situation in our hand.
What definition is this? No. What argument? No, everyone on the screen. Every time we hear this, please calm down. Please calm down. Would you be answerable if
how
you
can you tell us to calm down?
Listen to me.
Let the students
answerable to these children. I'm answerable to these children. Calm down.
Ma'am, we are the first batch to face the board after a very long time. And after having gone through it all, then after this fiasco, you're asking us to calm down.
No, I'm because even I have calmed down my children.
Can you hear me?
Even they are
writing. Should I be here in your panel?
I'm telling you to
Yeah,
calm down
you are there,
because
Rajiv.
You have to write your examination. We have a situation in our hand. And there are so many politicians. There are so many politicians in opposition. What they are doing, they are instigating the situation.
I am least bothered about the opposition BJP fight on this one. This is not a typical issue. This is about the immediate future of 2.8 million students. Rajiv Rai is on the debate. Yes, of course you are. Rajiv Rai is on the debate.
Government is very sensitive.
No, you are not. You are doing perception and anger management. Don't try anger management here.
You cannot blame me like this.
I am blaming you. Rajiv Rai. Rajiv Rai is on the debate. Rajiv Rai.
Best example of a
Rajiv Rai.
Arnab.
Writing boards, and I am representing government as well. Yeah. So my political party as well.
Madam, can you allow somebody else to speak? Our arrogance of power will not allow you.
Sir, I had been calm since 30 minutes.
Let's hear this for a while. Students, just wait for a while. Let them debate for 2 minutes.
It was my responsibility to answer as a parent and as a government, as a political party representative.
Anila, madam,
Arnab,
students are watching us. Students are watching us. You are a mother also and a spokesperson also. Students are watching us. Arnab, you have made this debate politicians versus student. I think you know my background. Let me make it very clear. My heart will go always with the students. I have been a teacher. I am a teacher, and politics is my second love. My first love is teaching. Today also I take the classes. And what could be more shameless, bizarre and arrogant behavior than this, what this BJP is. Madam Amila Singh was there on very first day. She denied abruptly there is no paper leakage. And then subsequently she says that there will be an investigation. And Arnab, I would like to remind you, I want you really to bring that to the bone of this thing. In 2017, when their Bihar examination paper were alleged to be leaked, the same BJP did not allow House to run. They jumped in the well and they demanded immediately sacking of the education minister and Bihar board chief. Why they have a different language today? I mean, is politics more important than the future of the students? Is politics more important than the future? Madam,
in 2 minutes.
Why the CBSE chairperson should be there?
I will. Give me a minute.
Why she should not be sacked immediately and file an FIR against her?
I will in 2 minutes. Calm down.
Despite avoiding the truth, she kept quietly. It is a deliberate negligence. It's a deliberate criminal negligence against the students' future.
Okay, calm down.
Sir, this is exactly what you're doing right here. This is what sensationalized the issue. You're debating among two political parties and you're ignoring the views of the student right now.
You see that.
That's what you're doing.
This is what happens. You see, 1 second. You say don't make it political. You only think politically. The fact of the matter is you only think politically. I tell you yesterday, one more thing I want to share with you. Students, I want to share one more thing with you. You know how opportunistic politicians are? I'll tell you opportunistic they are. Lata Vedyanathan, I'm just coming to you for a minute after this. I'll bring you in right now. You see, yesterday, I have concrete. I am telling you, I am the politicians. I am telling you, let me speak. I will do stereotypes. I will generalize. I will accuse. I will take sides. What will you do? It's a democracy, Zafar Islam. I will do what I want to do. Now listen to me. Bear with me. You are the ones who are accountable to all the students. And let me tell you one more thing, Zafar Islam. Had it not been for these students, for the last 48 hours coming on television and screaming their lungs out at you, believe me, you wouldn't be answerable. You would not have felt answerable. Today, I would have felt that the minister should have done the press conference along with the entire cabinet to explain to the students. You didn't even make the CBSE chief accountable. All you said was, this system worked earlier, we don't know why the system failed now, we are not accountable, why should she be sacked, why are you asking the questions, be grateful for what we are doing. Well then, people are not grateful for what you are doing, because it's not good enough. Not one specific question you can answer. Yesterday, Rahul Gandhi and his strategy team sat down, and there was a meeting, and they decided how can we capitalize on it. They saw on television pictures of students at Jantar Mantar. Then they decided, wonderful opportunity for a photo op. 1 minute. They decided they'll go, click a picture and then tweet it. But they realized then that this time students would not take this politicking between them. Any politician trying to do a photo op is going to get a backlash. This is the fact. I got calls yesterday from people in the Congress party. Keep your cameras ready. Rahul ji is going to go to be with the students. And then they realized that this time there's going to be a backlash. This is not some photo op situation of playing with the lives of students. So Zafar, chill. You know what, Zafar? Chill. Take a chill pill. Now relax.
But this is what I am saying.
Take a chill pill. 1 second.
These opposition
now the question.
They are playing. They are feeding on emotion.
No, nobody's feed. Nobody's feed. Now the question is, I don't care about the Congress or BJP.
But don't run away from the responsibility.
Okay, my question is about the students. My question is, Lata Vaidyanathan, was this a solution today? Was this a solution?
Arnab,
yes, Zafar. What is your complaint with me now?
I want to come here. No complaint. All I'm saying that you are
Arnab, I think there's so much of cross-talk that I can hardly express myself.
Head has not rolled out. Why somebody's responsibility has not been fixed? Let me tell you, Arnab, the responsibility will be fixed, and investigation is under.
I don't get that feeling. I don't get that feeling.
Once the investigation is done,
I don't get a feeling.
One person who is responsible and who is responsible will be the victim. And
no, I'm sorry, Zafar. Let Lata come in. I'll go back to the debate. Let Dr. Vaidyanathan come in. I'll go back to the debate. But let me tell you, Zafar, 1 minute. Zafar, let Dr. Vaidyanathan come in. 9:38. She has not spoken. Listen to me. I'll just say one small thing out here. These children do not want a scalp. 1 second. I'll just say one thing, Lataji, before I come to you. Let everybody be on the screen. These children are not looking for a scalp. They're not going to get they're not going to get some thrill if the CBSE chief goes. But they believe, like me, that unless accountability is fixed at the top and not the bottom, this will happen again next year. That's a simple point. Lataji, please. Lataji, your turn.
I've been listening to the students over the past 2 days. I've also been thinking about it very deeply. All that I feel is that it's really sad that such a thing has happened and the students have to suffer the consequences of whosever fault it is. So while not getting into a political debate of sorts, I just feel that the whole thing should be investigated, and whoever is held responsible must be and found guilty must be taken to task, and taken to task very seriously. The whole governance system of how this organization, a credible body which used to be an examining body alone, is now so suspect that we really need to be careful about how we are going to establish its credibility over the years and what is its future. Once the investigation is done, I think the responsibility must be fixed and due action must be taken so that the faith in the whole system is restored.
Dr. Vaidyanathan.
After all, whether the solution is a re-exam or not is a different issue.
Completely endorse the view.
No, I know you will endorse.
Dr. Vaidyanathan.
I know you will endorse.
I'm not here, Arnab, I'm not here to say.
This is the right approach. This is the right approach, Arnab. Any sensible person will always speak.
Listen, hello. You know something.
Punish the person who is guilty.
I am appalled at you. Now listen to me, Zafar. Listen to me, Zafar. 1 minute. I'll tell you one thing. First of all, You cannot deal with people who are restless and want a solution now. Dr. Vaidyanathan, you are a very prominent educationist, but I politely disagree with you, ma'am. The moment you give politicians in our country a long rope and say we must look at institutional
let me
changes.
just come here once again, Arnab. Arnab,
Yes.
I just want to come here once again.
Go on.
No. I want to come here once again and tell you, Arnab, that, when something of this magnitude happens, it's really sad for the students because they are the ones who are really suffering it. And therefore, any knee-jerk on this is hardly a solution even for them.
I'm not.
All
no,
that I'm saying is, of course, the responsibility has to be fixed. And not just fixed and has to be taken instantly. I agree with that.
Sir, a situation.
See, the point is that
Okay, let the students. Dr. Vaidyanathan, there is a perceptible. Dr. Vaidyanathan, there is a perceptible difference of opinion between you and some of the students on the panel. I would encourage that to come on. Please go ahead. From Kolkata, briefly, please. Briefly, first, Asthartha.
Yeah.
Sir,
please ask me.
Okay, sir, let's get calm and just give me 20 seconds to
Please
speak.
ask me.
Okay, so we have riggings in the elections, we have glints in the EVMs. So when this thing happens in one place, in one constituency, do we have re-election for the entire nation? Does the PM have to step down from his chair for that? Do we have re-election for the entire nation? So why re-examination for the entire nation? Just answer this.
Yeah, okay. That question goes again to the...
Why re-examination if not re-election
for the
entire nation?
So that is one of the reasons, Arnab. Those are some of the reasons for which any kind of decision is taken. So I think we must allow the process to continue. I know the students are suffering. While you disagree with me, anything to say that, sacking somebody is an answer to the students' questions, I think is not right.
No, that is one second. It is a solution, I'll tell you. No, 1 second. Dr. Vaidyanathan, I'll have to interrupt you there. The sentiment that is being expressed by people who are senior educationists or from the government or the governing class is that what will you gain by sacking the CBSE chief? I would say what will you gain by not removing the CBSE chief? How is this particular CBSE chief sitting in her chair so important that you create a system that the institution will oppose any institutional changes even if 1 million students ask for it? The students want to see a sense of accountability. Now I can turn around and also ask you, why was A. Raja sacked by the Congress government?
Arnab,
so that there was a systemic change. Why was Kalmadi sacked? Why was Kalmadi sacked? Why was A. Raja sacked? I'm not drawing an example out here, but I'm saying if there has to be accountability at the top. At that time as well, the judicial process was continuing, and it is the same BJP which was saying we want the scalp at the top, and the same BJP is saying not required now. Why? Ojaswi.
Somebody's head will be rolled out, somebody's head will be protected. Who has made the statement? Arnab, who has made that statement from the government?
What have you said? I can't hear you. What are you saying?
Somebody's head will be rolled out.
What have you said?
Made that statement?
What have you said? No, you're being combative with me, right? 1 minute. 1 second. One second. What did he say? Rajiv, what did you say? 1 second. What did you say, Zafar? What did you say to me, Zafar? Zafar, what did you say?
First, I would like to respond.
No, first you wait.
I said,
Zafar.
I said, Arnab, nobody in the government has made. No, allow me to speak. All I said that nobody in the government has made that statement that somebody's head can be protected or somebody's head, somebody will be taken to task. All the concerned secretary said, and the government, the minister concerned said, that we share the pain, and those who are responsible.
If I prove you wrong, if I prove you wrong right now, Zafar, listen to me, Zafar. If I prove you wrong right now, right here, this second, this moment, live on television, will you apologize to me?
I
will
apologize, but I am also.
Then let me tell you.
You have to see the right
Let me tell you. Go back and look at the tape today. Sorry, Zafar. Sorry, Zafar. Zafar. Today was a classic sham press conference done by a secretary who was doing damage control, and you're not even listening to me. At one point of time, the Secretary Education told the Republic TV news editor that you are too focused on fixing responsibility, as if fixing responsibility is a bad thing. Of course we are focused on fixing responsibility.
No.
That's the only purpose of this.
He said that.
Maisha Islam, on the debate. Students, please. Maisha Islam, then Ojaswi. One second. Maisha.
No, did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
Sir,
he said, we will fix the responsibility. We are not shying away from this.
Let the heads roll. Let the heads roll. Let the heads roll. Let the heads roll.
Sir, let me speak for 20 seconds, please.
Maisha Islam versus Zafar, yeah.
So I just want to know that on 28 March, it was said that re-exams would be conducted for class 10th and class 12th. Then today in the press conference, what makes the government change its decision all of a sudden?
Sir, please listen to her.
And why do we need 15 days to take a decision whether to conduct the retest or not?
Zafar, no, it is students versus the politician.
We don't want that.
We don't want you to share our faith.
So we just want a simple solution to our problem. So I don't even want the CBSE chief to be sacked. You just tell me the solution to the problem your government has caused to the students. Why do we need 15 days to conduct a re-exam when we know that the papers were widely circulated, at least in Delhi and Haryana? We know that the papers were leaked. Then what takes us so long to decide whether to conduct a re-exam or not?
Maisha.
No.
Maisha. You have a point. You have a point. I mean, I'm not disregarding your point. You have a point, and very genuine point, and you have expressed it. All I can say that in a government, haphazard manner, no decision can be taken unless the investigation is over. Unless the investigation is conducted thoroughly.
No. One second. Ojaswi will speak. One second. Zafar.
Sir, for two papers that happened on consecutive days, how is it that you need a 10-day period for one paper, and for the other one you can declare the announcement in one more day?
Ojaswi and Artika with the BJP spokesperson, please. The question is this. I just had one point. Why you want to wait for an investigation? Is there no moral accountability, moral propriety on the CBSE chief to resign? It's a propriety issue.
Arnab, if somebody wants to take a high moral ground and resign, it's an individual decision. And nobody can ask somebody without being a basis to resign. If somebody takes a high moral ground and resign, it's up to one's discretion and one can do that.
Why
Nobody
can't we?
is stopping one.
Why? It's a democracy, right?
But
it's a democracy. People at power will not always remain there.
To resign or take appropriate measures only when the investigation is over. That's a process which is followed by the government, something which needs to be followed.
You need to hear what people have to say, sir. Please, Mr. Zafar, please.
Without any support.
Why is the CBSE person being saved? Why is she not being sacked? She has to be held accountable for her actions. Just saying sorry to students is not enough.
I don't think I'm getting any answers here.
Let me tell you.
This is
why is she being
Sir, I would like to weigh in here.
You know, nothing will happen and this way. Nothing will happen. Aryaman has a question. Ojaswi, 1 minute. Aryaman from Chandigarh. Aryaman.
Share your pain. Share your agony.
30 seconds left.
And so the disappointment you have gone through. But we will
Mr. Zafar.
Aryaman, go on. Aryaman, 30 seconds left, then we close.
So that you can watch that this government is capable.
Zafar, let the students speak.
My question for you is simple.
Go on.
Since Mr. Zafar, my question to you is absolutely simple. Since you want an investigation, there's no guarantee that the paper won't leak again. The perpetrator is still out there. So why can't you still wait for the investigation to finish and then probably come for a re-examination type of a solution? The perpetrator for these haven't still been caught. Okay. And you've taken a decision already. And you said, and you were telling us to wait for the investigation.
Well, Zafar, there are too many questions. I have little time today.
There are two things.
One thing is clear, Zafar. One thing is clear, and I close with this. I close with this. That this, whatever you think is a solution, is not a solution. The students have asked specific questions. More power to them. Let there be accountability, which only will happen if heads roll. I thank you all for joining me, especially the students for speaking up so strongly today. I'll see you on the other side on debate number 2. Thank you very much.